The most important thing couples ignore when it comes to a happy and long-lasting relationship is: Hi. My name is Edith Suleiman. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is how to make your relationship happy and last forever, Part 1. Every relationship has its ups and downs, whether it's new or has existed for a while. Even the strongest relationship is not exempted. The process could sometimes involve times of tension, but this could be reduced if the couples intentionally work on the relationship to make it a happy and long-lasting one. Before we continue, if you love the content of this video, please subscribe, like, make comment and turn on your notification bell to encourage me to produce more amazing videos. For my returning subscribers, thank you for your motivation. I wouldn't have gone far without you. For my new subscriber, welcome to my channel. Now let's begin. 1. Take personal responsibility for yourself. A lasting and happy relationship requires more than dependence. Two people can be in love, but for the relationship to be happy and long-lasting, independence is considered to be vital. In reality, that is the secret to a fulfilling and lasting relationship. When you take care of yourself and don't expect the other person to do it all for you, it helps develop healthy and beneficial habits in the relationship. Those who are responsible for taking care of their partner are under a lot of stress. You may reduce some of that strain and create a good relationship by taking care of yourself financially, professionally, and even emotionally. In light of this, spouses must continue to set out personal time, engage in their hobbies, and generally take time apart. Not only does time spent alone doing what you love to do make the heart happy naturally, but it also allows us to reconnect with our inner selves, regain our sense of self, and track the progress of our individual preferences, goals, and successes. On the other perspective, being dependent makes you less motivated and restricts your capacity to think freely. Being independent will create room to constantly have something to discuss at the dinner table and be stronger, healthier, and more seductive to our partners when we keep our feeling of independence. 2. Learn active listening skills. We need to talk. Most couples dread saying this, but did you know that if you want to have a long-lasting relationship, setting up a forum for honest discussion is the way to go? In long-lasting relationships, active listening is crucial. If you want to concentrate on happy and long-lasting relationships, it is important to learn communicate and listen. You should be comfortable voicing your needs in the language your partner understands, otherwise your partner may not understand what you want. Keep in mind that you should be able to listen to what your partner has to say. Hearing and listening are not the same. Our hearts are involved in listening. Pay attention to what your spouse says and be patient. Gaze at your partner while they speak, and even paraphrase to reassure you understood what they said. In a long-lasting relationship, partners take care of one another. Their voice is equally as vital as your own, so you talk and listen to each other. 3. Accept differences and stop aiming to change them. People are not changeable. So why do you want that? This is a characteristic of a short, unstable relationship. Ask yourself why you keep trying to change the person you're with. Didn't you choose that individual based on their personality? Learn the ability to accept your partners the way they are. Couples that get along well don't necessarily agree on everything. Most couples held contrasting attitudes, beliefs, and in some cases, opposing views on significant issues. Every couple should experience some level of conflict. Successful, devoted spouses acknowledged one another's perspectives and even displayed humor about their differences. Keep in mind that some of the key principles for a happy and long-lasting relationship are commitment, respect, and the ability to accept your spouse as they are. This does not mean you should stay in an abusive relationship. 4. Encourage each other. Do you and your spouse encourage one another to grow? We know strong couples love each other the way they are, but they can still push each other to grow, achieve their dreams and improve because you want your partner to succeed more than anyone. When your partner shares their goals and resolutions with you, please encourage them to accomplish them. Make their goals as necessary as your own. You want them to achieve their goals and have a fulfilling life, but you shouldn't force your partner to be something they don't want to be. In long-term partnerships, partners support one another instead of forcing one another to pursue goals they lack the confidence to achieve on their own. For example, be their biggest cheerleader, and do your best to help them and give them the space they need to meet their goals. This also works for the goals you set together. How can you push and support each other to be the best version of yourselves that you can be? Make your individual and couple goals a priority and celebrate your progress throughout the year. 5. Forgive one another and put the past behind you. Things happen. I understand how painful it is when your partner behaves badly, but if you've decided to stay with them despite this, you need to leave it behind. One of the hardest keys to accept can be this one, especially if you tend to hold grudges. Together with prayer and giving grace, this key is essential. Both of those keys are extensions of forgiveness. Breathe deeply and ask your partner's pardon for hurting your feelings. It takes time and patience with a partner to look at a spouse and tell them that you forgive them for hurting you in the past, but forgiveness may improve your relationship. Why stay if all you're going to do is constantly bring up the past and hurt your relationship? If you can forgive your partner, you can go on without annoyance and rebuild it. You can start small and build your way up to those challenging situations. This will make you have a happier relationship if you forgive your spouse. Let it go. 6. Decide to find your partner attractive. Do you get to decide whether you think your partner is attractive? Yes, you guessed it. It is advised to use attraction thought to help you feel more attracted to your spouse during your relationship. Focus on the qualities that attract you to your partners, such as your spouse's amazing legs or the way they raise your children. It need not be physical. Fortunately, your partner doesn't have to be a fashion model for you to be happy together. Strong connections are the foundation of loving relationships. Physical attraction goes much beyond appearances. 7. Always be appreciative of each other's support. The most poisonous disease of all is perhaps when people take one another for granted. Once a couple is comfortable, it is simple for them to get arrogant, and expectations start to grow. Human nature makes it unavoidable for us to adapt to the familiar, but in a relationship, you must never allow yourself to get to the point where you start to take your spouse for granted. Make a commitment to always respect your partner. Avoid making assumptions, and whenever you can, offer to be kind to your partner. The majority of loving relationships have spouses who can attest to this. 8. Increase physical romance. At the start of most relationships, couples physically express romantic gestures, but as time goes on, it declines. Little romance gestures like bringing her a flower one day or slipping a love note into his bag or suitcase or hugs disappear from the relationship. That's the reason happy and long-lasting couples find ways to keep their romance alive even after the honeymoon phase ends. Happy and long-lasting couples go a long way to being romantic. Give your partner a surprise treat they may like after a hectic day at work or whatever your lover could like following a busy workday. To spend some quality time with your spouse, you can occasionally leave your children with a trustworthy relative or friend. You can start a romance and head in the proper direction in a variety of ways. There is no shortage of advice for couples, and you'd be surprised at how much a little romance can improve a bond. 9. Maintain intimacy. A good relationship depends heavily on sexual intimacy. Therapists advise having sex regularly. I will advise talking about your desires and adding any fantasy position, poses, or bedroom equipment you may like to include to make the conversation fresh. What good is a great relationship if it prevents you from achieving sexual intimacy? 10. Appreciate each other. Do you know a smile a day keeps the lawyer afar? Compliments and daily affirmations of your partner's good qualities will go a long way in your relationship. Whether you're calling positive attention to something thoughtful they've done, or letting them know something you like about them, we all need to feel appreciated and reinforced for the things we are doing right. For example, if your spouse makes you coffee in the morning, tell them it started your day with a smile. If we don't feel valued, we may become resentful and grow apart. Keep a cheerful attitude and observe your partner's strengths. Try switching directions and highlighting the positive aspects of him instead of focusing on the bad when things become tough and his less than great traits emerge. 11. Date night. Dating is the recommendation that most couples overlook and ignore when it comes to other advice for a good relationship. It doesn't matter what a spouse does on their date night. Their relationship gets stronger and is maintained over time just by spending time together regularly. You should put your phones away and switch them off before going on a date so that you are not distracted. Go rollerblading or trekking together or watch a movie at home while eating popcorn. Be helpful and upbeat to one another, and switch things up frequently. A good relationship requires a monthly, if not weekly, romantic and thoughtful date night. Remember, long-lasting couples learn to intentionally do things that will bring happiness back when life pulls it away. Follow these keys to a happy and long-lasting relationship, and you will be able to save and enjoy a romantic bond with your partner. More amazing content is coming, so please subscribe, like, make comments and enable the notification bell. Bye.